So, for this TED Talk, main theme was conflict within the workplace and kind of how to work through conflict um, in ways that will help other people and help solve other issues. Started talking about how if we want to solve a conflict, we need to look at underlying issues and the foundation of the conflict, and how like a conflict doesn't start with two people. It starts with like issues that they have with one another, or issues within the organization or something. um, Goes on to talk about how um, often there are deeply embedded structures within a conflict, and that it's unrealistic to blame people for conflicts when there are other issues, and kind of how to help better solve these conflicts. Just bringing out underlying issues will help understand how to fix the conflict. Um, yeah. She then talks about 5 steps to kind of create a process or guidelines to better work through conflicts. It starts with, the way I understood it, was ruling out unstable individuals. So people who, I don't know, maybe I don't really know how to interpret that honestly, but anyways. Second one was ask the right people the right questions. Then make sure everyone is aligned with goals. Find allies at all levels in an organization and teach new habits for managing differences. It kind of rounds out the 5 steps that she talked about. She then talks about reconsidering what you're going to say to another person within a conflict, and that kind of made sense to me, kind of thinking about what you're going to say and how that might affect the other person before you say it. And, you know, you might want to say something nasty to them in the moment, but is that really going to solve the conflict? And that's probably not going to make them feel good about you moving forward, so probably shouldn't say it. Or on the other side, if you have something to say that might help the person or help the conflict, then you need to be able to get that out there. And then kind of building off of that, a lot of people, she goes on to talk about how a lot of people don't want to be the person who puts someone on the spot or brings something to light, and I feel like that's pretty relatable to a lot of people and a lot of us. That was kind of interesting because, I don't know. I think it takes a lot out of you to be able to either call someone out or say, kind of talk about an issue that nobody really wants to talk about. Kind of like the elephant in the room. There's an issue that everybody knows about but nobody wants to talk about. It takes a lot out of someone to be able to, kind of step forward and bring it to light in order to, just kind of start talking about it, start a discussion about it, and kind of ways to work through a conflict or the underlying issues within a conflict. I did think there were some things in this TED Talk that were beneficial. Those being the fact that it's unrealistic to blame people for conflicts when there are other issues, and the fact that there are other underlying issues at the foundation of a conflict. I thought that was pretty helpful, something that I can carry forward into my future, my career, stuff like that. Yeah, I thought this TED Talk was pretty good, pretty informational. Yeah.